busted, but I have an idea to do something we've never done before. When the owner comes up to the table, I want you to introduce yourself as Nicole Taffer.
My name is Nicole Taffer, and I am Jon Taffer's wife. And before he comes in here, I'd like to give you guys a chance to make up for this.
I'd like to order one of everything.
I'd like to order everything on the menu.
So you mean both sides?
Yeah.
Before going to the Abbey, Jon and his wife and bar recon specialist Nicole check out the bar's local competition. So they head to Chief O'Neill's, a successful Irish pub just a few blocks away.
This is one of the biggest competitors of the Abbey. I need to find out why people come here. What makes this a great competitor? Well, this is our competition. This is about the best in the area. That's why we're here. I want us to see what we're up against.
Great. Well, I'm glad I came here to see this.
So the Abbey is owned by the Looney family. I'm going to send you in there.
Okay.
Get me the customer perspective. And as you're doing that, I'm going to stay here and look at this operation. I'm sending Nicole over to the Abbey because she's a girl. She's a lot prettier than I am, and people talk to her. But she's going to watch management, where they go, what they do. Are they attentive? Are they engaged? Or are they sitting by themselves, not engaged?
When I walk into the pub side of the Abbey, the first thing I notice is that the floors are filthy. There's stains everywhere and there's trash lying around. And subconsciously, that makes people not want to order food. The place looks dirty, the food is going to be dirty.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? I'm Jon.
John Brendan.
Nice to meet you.
Indeed.
Pleasure. This is a beautiful bar.
Thank you. Chief O'Neill's was rated the top pint of Guinness.
In that case, I got to try one.
Can I get you something?
Do you have a drink menu or something?
We don't have a drink menu that I can offer to you.
Okay. I noticed that there weren't any drink menus. I asked the bartender, and she said that there wasn't any. Having a menu promotes customers to buy the most expensive drinks in the place. Otherwise, they're just ordering a cheap beer or an easy cocktail.
You have a nice spirits collection as well.
Well, thank you very much. We do a lot of whiskey tastings and whiskey events.
This is a great bar. They have the best pint of Guinness in the city of Chicago, and their spirits program was also wonderful. This is a great experience.
There we go.
Oh, that's fun. A little strong. This bartender is totally overpouring. And when a bartender overpours, exponentially, they're losing big money every night. And over a year, that adds up to thousands and thousands of dollars. I have no doubt that that's one of the biggest problems here at the Abbey Pub. What's that?
It's a special today.
What's the special?
Beef tenderloin.
While I'm sitting at the bar, I notice Tom Jr., the general manager, sits down with a plate of food. A general manager shouldn't be sitting there having dinner like he's a customer. He should be managing, making sure his bartenders aren't overpouring, greeting customers, not sitting down having dinner, taking one of the best seats in the house.
This is a great neighborhood bar. Excellent service. Brendan was terrific. His passion is evident throughout this entire bar, and it's clear as clear can be.
While Jon is enjoying the drinks, atmosphere, and service at Chief O'Neill's, Nicole heads over to the music venue that has made the Abbey famous.
He met her outside the picture show. Now she claims where he is, she does not know.
I go next door to see the girl who's performing, and she's actually really good. There's a completely different crowd in there. The place is packed tonight. They're losing big money by not getting the customers from the venue side to come in to have dinner before concerts on the pub side. It makes the pub a total waste of space. There were no specials, no drink specials. There wasn't a menu.
No drink menu.
No drink menu at all.
What'd you have to drink?
I ordered an Irish coffee. It was really strong.
So they're like doing a serious pour.
Yes, she definitely overpoured.
That in and of itself could cause them to lose money. Let's talk about management.
He just sat at the bar like as if he was a customer.
I've never seen managers of a successful bar sit up front in the bar and eat.
The concert side was actually okay. There was a really good band playing tonight.
So they missed that opportunity. They probably had an opportunity to sell more to the people they had. They're not promoting the bar to the concert to the bar, almost like one has nothing to do with the other. They're failing big time. They really need our help.
Jon will send his wife, Nicole, into Kilkenny's to evaluate the bar from the perspective of a first-time customer.
Look at Kilkenny's from the outside. See, the windows are dirty from here. It has no curb appeal. It's probably worse on the inside than it is on the outside. So here are some Yelp reviews. If I were in the area again, this would definitely be the last place I would suggest going for something to do. 2 girlfriends and I ordered margaritas. They all came out in different glasses. I bet they don't even have margarita glasses.
Wow.
The manager was pretty clueless. We got our work cut out for us. I want you to go in, have a drink, order a margarita.
Okay.
Order some food, get a feeling for the cleanliness, the organization.
Sounds good.
Great. The reason why I send my wife, Nicole, is she'll talk to the staff, and once we understand what the customers think about this business, then we can start to improve it.
When I first walked into Kilkenny's, I was immediately confused as to what the concept was supposed to be. There's nothing Irish about the decor whatsoever. In fact, it looks like a big open room with a stage and a bar. The place just looks 1,000 years old. It was not very clean. I heard it was an Irish place, so I thought they might have some Irish stew or something.
I don't know about that.
Do you guys have like a soup or something like that?
We used to have a really nice Irish stew, but
Not anymore? That stinks. I'll try the Southwest chicken sandwich. When I walk into an Irish pub, I expect the menu to have some Irish fare on it that reflects the concept. Their menu doesn't even touch on any kind of Irish food. Oh, damn.
Is that what you bought?
I mean, the cheese looks like a slice of flypaper. I pushed my food plate away from me because it was just inedible at that moment. Well, we're gonna pass on that. Shot. Oh, hold on. I look over at Allie, the owner, and she's on a customer's shoulders getting a piggyback ride. Can I get a massage? She was getting a back rub by another customer. She was just really hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
You never would have known she even worked there. She looked like just a social butterfly and a patron. I tried to order a margarita. And it comes, you guys have like regular margarita glasses?
We serve them in pint glasses.
In pint glasses?
But I do have like one margarita glass. The margarita glass with the red rim.
That's it?
That's the margarita glass.
That's the margarita glass? Come on, you gotta do a margarita with me. Come on.
I'll have margarita with salt on the rocks, no sweet and sour.
I thought it was amazing that within 2 seconds of asking her to have a drink with me, she gladly obliged. Cheers. Or what did the Irish say?
I don't know, I can say multiple.
L'chaim.
It was nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
With the recon complete, Nicole heads out to debrief Jon on her first impressions of Kilkenny's.
How'd it go?
That was really rough, seriously.
Was it?
There's really nothing Irish about it.
Did you meet the owner?
I did. The owner is more like a customer than she is an owner or even a manager. She was getting a massage by another customer, sitting around at the tables. I told her that since I was the one margarita drinker in her restaurant that she should celebrate with me, and she gladly obliged.
She had a drink with you.
Yes.
How was your food?
It was totally inedible.
So did they do anything right?
They were nice, but it was just a disaster.
Well, I got what I need.
Good.
Okay, I'll see you later. Nicole has completed her recon. I have the information I need. Now I'm gonna go into the business, take control of it, and start to improve it.
Okay, so where are we headed today?
We're going to a bar called, are you ready?
Yes.
Swanky Bubbles.
Oh my God. Just the name right there shuts it down.
One of the worst names I've ever heard in all my years. It was really hip for a while, and now the reputation's awful. Remember the cigar bars?
Yes.
They were hot for a while, and the ice bars were hot for a while, and champagne bars were hot for a while.
Right.
But again, it's trendy. I believe Swanky Bubbles was created as a trend bar. The champagne trend came and went, and so did Swanky Bubbles. The owner, Ryan, his reputation is that he'll buy any girl anything that comes through the front door. You're my bait.
Okay.
Let's see if he picks you up. I'll pick you up in about an hour.
Honey, you look good too.
And my girlfriend and I, what we do as single girls is we go in, we have fun, we flirt with the staff. We like to see how the staff is going to treat girls like us who are having fun, flirting around a little bit, because we're the kind of customers that bring in all the money.
Is this a Japanese street?
Sushi would be Japanese.
Well, yeah,
but there's
that's
a
what I
little
thought.
Italian mixed in there with the gnocchis and the dumplings.
So this is like a bizarrely huge, totally unattractive menu. When we were given our drink menus, I couldn't get over the size of them. I call it the colossal cocktail menu. And this menu's all over the place. They have some sort of Asian theme, lots of sushi, but they had like goat cheese quesadillas, which is just really confusing. The place had absolutely no identity, and the identity that it did have was just weird. Romeo and Juliet's love elixir. Wasn't that like arsenic or something?
Ooh, you know it looks good. Decadence.
I don't have vanilla cognac. I would have to substitute vanilla vodka. And
Wait, you don't have the vanilla cognac?
yeah, I don't have the vanilla cognac. Well, to be honest, the drink itself is not really that good.
It's a bad drink.
Yeah.
Soon after the girls show up, co-owner Ryan takes the bait.
What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Nicole.
Nicole, very nice to meet you. And
Valerie.
Valerie, very nice to meet you.
Are you like the manager or the owner of this joint?
Bar owner.
Nice.
That's a long
You guys like to say that in unison. Nice.
Well.
Nice. What are you guys drinking?
Well, I wish I was drinking something I want to show you.
What's that?
It's the Decadence. You don't have vanilla cognac.
Ooh, let's try something else, y'all.
Howdy.
Pouty. You look like you can pout very well.
Kidding.
I want to do the white chocolate decadence.
If you're nice, and I'll give them to you. How about that?
Yeah?
Let's get a round of those there, sunshine.
What's up with this?
What's up with that? Extra chocolate martini?
Who came up with that?
That's me.
I don't know any woman that would ever come to a place that had a sexual chocolate martini. Furthermore, he sort of made some innuendo. If he were a cocktail, that's the one that he would be. Oh, that no. You know what? It's a little late.
I'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye. You too. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Ryan did make us feel a little uncomfortable. Wowzer.
So, guys, let's talk about Ryan. Was he being a nice owner?
He was being a little extra friendly.
The dessert martinis that we had, he comped us. They were on the house.
He was definitely crossing the line.
Unfortunately, I see this a lot in the bar business. Too many people open bars to get laid, drink, party, and all sorts of other reasons. To me, the customers are for the customers, the liquor is for selling, and we're here to make money. How did the menu look? Was it appealing?
No, not at all.
Well, Nicole and Valerie were clear about one thing. There was not one redeeming quality that would make them come back. If this is women's opinion of it, I can see why it's empty and failing. Okay, there it is, the chicken bone. Look at the sign. What's with the fire coming out of the chicken's ass?
Wow, that's horrible.
I wonder if the food is gaseous.
Yikes. I guess we'll find out.
Well, here's the scoop. This is the owner. His name is Bill. He bought the place about 5 years ago. From what I understand is since he bought it, it's going over a cliff. He's failing big time. Here's Jeff, who's the new general manager. Obviously see what Jeff is doing. Then give me a good scope on the customer perspective, anything you can find.
Sure.
And I'll meet you in there. I'll give you about an hour or so.
You got it. The first thing I noticed was the floor. It was like a children's playroom or something, and it hadn't been buffed or polished or even mopped in quite a while.
Hey, do something to drink?
Yeah, I'll just have a beer. The menu was so busy and confusing, and it's really huge. It just kept opening and opening and opening. I love mac and cheese. That looks pretty good. Buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Thank you.
As Nicole settles in, a customer immediately strikes up a conversation about the bar.
This used to be like a fantastic place. Now they're trying to be something that they aren't.
It says like family restaurant, so I didn't expect it to be a dive bar.
It's not a family restaurant, right? Would you bring your kids here? Never.
No way. The people I was sitting next to at the bar, they used to come here about 5 or 6 years ago before the new owner took over. He made a lot of changes that weren't really appropriate for any type of group. People don't want to come have a nice martini with kids running around. Now I'm thinking the chicken bone, I should have probably got some wings, but where are they? I can't find the wings. They're supposed to be famous for their wings. The place is called the Chicken Bone. All they had was a tiny little section on one of the back pages, and I didn't even notice that. They buried on the back of the menu. Holy moly.
Buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Okay.
Ugh. Did you not like the buffalo mac and cheese?
What's on the bottom?
That's the buffalo chicken.
Oh.
I think they describe it as a surprise.
Oh, the surprise.
At the bottom.
They misspelled surprise. The word surprise was misspelled. It said surprise. They forgot the R. But the second surprise I experienced was a little bit of heartburn and an upset stomach. I seriously got a little sick from it.
Nicole has seen and tasted enough, so she sends Jon a text to enter the bar so she can debrief him on what she's learned.
When I walk in this bar, the colors on the floor, the colors on the wall, the infantile nature of it, it's targeted for families. Family restaurants can work. Family bars do not work. People don't take their kids to stare at liquor bottles. Trying to create a family bar is a formula that's never gonna work. What'd you have?
I ordered the macaroni and cheese dish. They misspelled surprise.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of work here for you. And what the people at the bar were telling me is that they used to come here to see the bands, but nobody wanted to come here because there were a bunch of kids running around.
Oh, this is not gonna be an easy one. It's a question of re-educating the owner from square one.
Joining Jon for Recon is his daughter and expert bartender, Sam.
There it is, J.A. Murphy's. It's a college bar. That's why I brought you here. You'll blend right into this one.
Good.
You're perfect to do the recon. Here's what we got. This is Keith. He's one of the owners. And here's the partner, Joel. Now, somebody actually said to me that Joel is the J.A. of Murphy's, and the J.A. stands for jackass.
Wow.
Let me show you how bad this place is.
All right.
You know I love my Yelp reviews. Beware, my cousin and I went out last week to J.A. Murphy's and started off with a beer in their so-called famous Inception shot. Let's just say it was our first and only drink. It was way too strong of a drink and tasted horrible. Stay clear of J.A. Murphy's. It's just trouble and a room filled with drunks.
You having one drink and you're that drunk already and leaving? How are you gonna get him to come back?
And how do you make money?
Exactly.
I went to J. Murphy's with a few friends from school. We made the mistake of ordering to create your own nachos. We got the nachos as a big sloppy pile of grease. I was terribly sick in the morning. They got him sick. I want you to get me consumer intelligence. You good?
Got it.
Okay, I'll see you in about an hour.
All right. My first impression when I walked in, I've never seen something as filthy and disgusting. And the smell in this bar was gross.
How you doing?
Good. Do you have any specials?
I do have 2-for-1 shots.
Oh, I don't need to start off like that. Do you have anything on draft? Yeah, lemon vodka?
No.
I guess I'll just have plain vodka and tonic. I was kind of surprised that they didn't have any beer or liquor considering that they're a bar.
Yeah, that looks good. There you go, gentlemen.
The guy sitting next to me ordered an Inception bomb, which is a shot inside of a shot inside of a shot, all in a pitcher. You're supposed to finish it in 10 seconds or less, and you get it for free, which promotes binge drinking.
1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go! 16.6.
He finished it in 16 seconds, and he was hammered afterwards, and I had to tell him to sit down. I feel like you're a little wobbly.
Thank you. And you know why?
He just did that really big shot. He's a little, you know.
You're hurting the feelings.
Can I go ahead and just order nachos?
Sure.
Chicken's good.
Chicken and cheese.
3 minutes, 7, 1.
3.
All right, be back.
That's cross-contamination. She's touching raw chicken and then cooked food without washing her hands in the middle. It's all cross-contaminated.
How's that 3 minutes timed? Pretty decent?
Yeah, I just gotta put the cheese on it.
Yeah, you gotta load that up.
She's getting him sick right now.
When I see a kitchen that filthy and a cook touching raw chicken and then cooked product, I know people are gonna get sick and I get angry.
That causes salmonella poisoning, and I am not gonna let them serve anyone else.
Here you go. Mixed nachos, chicken and cheese. There you go.
I'm going in now to fix it. I hate starting a rescue so angrily, but when I see raw chicken mixed with cooked product and know people are gonna get sick, I can't contain myself. I had to go in right then and there and stop it. You Joel?
I am.
I'm Jon Taffer. Where's Keith?
I think he's right behind the bar or maybe in the kitchen.
Let's go stand back here for a minute.
Keith, I'm Jon Taffer.
Hi, John. How are you?
Let's go in there for a minute. I have never been so angry before. They nearly got my daughter sick tonight.
Well, you know me and Yelp reports. This one is amazing. Some college friends and I decided to go to a bar crawl last weekend, and oh my God, talk about disappointment. The Olive Pit? I'd call it the trash pit.
Dive bars don't have to be dirty. Dive bars are warm, they're intimate, they're cozy. And if they're done correctly, they can make a lot of money. Before I can fix a bar, I need to understand the customer experience. So I send Nicole in. She talks to customers, talks to bartenders. She'll give me the scoop.
Wow, that's big. When I walk in, the place it looks like a dirty basement. I was afraid a rat was gonna run by. Can I get you? Can I see a menu first?
We have a walking menu, is that okay?
A walking menu?
Our cook is our little walking menu.
How about you?
I don't know what she has right now.
All right, well, I'll see the walking menu then.
Can I get you something to drink too?
How about Long Island iced tea?
Long Island, sure.
Yeah.
Putting other orders on hold, Cook Julie comes out of the kitchen to act as waitress.
What do you guys have for the appetizers?
I don't do a lot of appetizers. I do burgers.
I'll just take a regular burger.
Okay.
This is like a little straw.
Are you serious? Sorry. Annoying, these girls.
I'm hungry. I ordered before these guys, and I have to leave in like a half hour.
While Julie continues to waitress rather than cook, her food orders pile up in the kitchen and check times skyrocket.
It took so long to get a burger. I stopped counting after about 40 minutes. Like, who's the manager?
Well, take your pick. We got Tim, who thinks he's the manager. He actually is the owner. And then we got Tracy in the black over there.
Have you been drinking?
What?
Have you been drinking?
Yes.
I was in shock that he was the owner sitting there totally pounding drinks with people, having a great time. A better time than I was.
Oh, there we go.
Yay. Whoa.
Is it nasty?
It's like falling apart. It was absolutely terrible. The bun was completely soggy, that it flopped over like a piece of paper on my hand, and I took one bite and spit it out. I couldn't eat it.
What do you think?
It's dirty. It looks like it's just broken down and old. I ended up ordering a Long Island iced tea.
How was it?
And it was stiff. I asked if I could see a menu. She said, well, the chef actually comes out and tells you what it is.
So what they do is they keep sending her out into the room to talk to people, which makes her not keep up. Smart, very smart.
Exactly. I ordered a burger, and it took so long to get. It came out really well done, but it was falling apart.
Well, for Recon tonight, I brought back my wife, Nicole. And I asked her to bring a girlfriend of hers, Ashley. She's from AfterBuzz TV and has done Recon for me before. So between Nicole and Ashley, we will get the scoop. So Ciravello's is actually two different spaces. Danny owns the bar on one side, but you can only access it through a separate restaurant on the other side. You got about, what, 20, 22 people in there?
Well, that wall around the bar is kind of holding them into that space, but when you open up the room, it's a dead zone.
And look at that upstairs seating area, empty, and the furniture sucks.
I'm gonna do an old-fashioned.
Okay. I'll have a whiskey sour. Yeah.
Nicole, can you hear me? Touch your nose if you can hear me.
Oh, look at that old-fashioned, John. There's a full orange in there.
Also, that's a whiskey sour. Shouldn't it be a little more cloudy? Shouldn't that have more lemon juice in it?
That looks disgusting.
No, it's awful.
Oh, my God. Oh, terrible drink.
I don't know. I think I might want to ask the other bartender to make these.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah, these don't really taste right a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah, those ladies, their faces, they're not too pleased.
Why is she stirring with a straw?
And now we both have
Wait,
cherries.
why is my drink half full and filthy?
So one bartender made a drink. Literally 5 minutes later, another bartender remade the drinks and they look completely different.
Nicole, you're busted. But I have an idea to do something we've never done before. When the owner comes up to the table, I want you to introduce yourself as Nicole Taffer.
My name is Nicole Taffer, and I am Jon Taffer's wife. And before he comes in here, I'd like to give you guys a chance to make up for this.
I'd like to order one of everything.
I'd like to order everything on the menu.
So you mean both sides?
Yeah.
Normally, they don't know who our Recon is. So this should be them at their best. Right. There's Sean. Sean is your cook.
Every specialty pizza is every.
Let's just do what you wanted. You need help, Sean? Let me know.
This cook just got an order for about 20 food items, and the owner walked out.
He could easily be stood the other side of the window, just directing, being a conductor.
Thank you.
Why is it freaking foaming up so bad?
Did they just change it? Well, that's our problem.
So they just changed the keg. The beer lines in this bar run about 150 feet. You should position the keg in the right place, because after 120 feet, the glycol inside gets warm and the beer can't possibly be cooled.
Look at the grease on my hand. It's leaving. Look at this. It's disgusting.
Ew.
Would you eat this?
No, no.
If you don't have a microwave, I don't know how you're cooking these.
They're using that pizza oven for everything, and it's too hot.
There's no way in the world that could be cooking properly. And what is he doing with this water?
They're defrosting something.
You're slopping around water in a kitchen with food product all over the place.
I've never been able to press grease out of a dish.
Look at this.
Do we normally put the smear mark here on the ahi like that? Yeah. I just don't like the way it looks.
He doesn't even seem happy with it. Why is he bringing it out? You know, I rescued a bar named O'Banion's. That bar was operated by a minority owner, and his partners owned 60% of the business. So we performed a hostile takeover.
We're taking control. You're not running things anymore.
They own 60% of the business. You give them their keys tonight, come back tomorrow as a reasonable partner. This is bull. Maybe Danny needs a hostile takeover. Maybe he needs to accept the fact that when you own 40% of a bar, you're not in control.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I couldn't do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's like gooey snot. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Well, I don't need to ask you how that was.
Is this funny to you? Serving people piles of like this?
That doesn't look appealing to me right now. No.
Right. Which is ridiculous.
That just pisses me off.
Hey, what's going on over there with the water, guys?
We got a flood in the kitchen.
So these idiots left the sink running.
He's just like flopping it on the ground and then rinsing it out.
Can't even mop a frickin' floor, this guy. They made About 20 food items. The items suck, the cook crashed, the owner has no idea what to do. This place completely fell apart. I'm going in. I wish I had a frickin' life preserver.
He's exhausted already.
Oh God, there goes Jon Taffer.
Since this market is about young, my daughter's 28. She represents Jack Daniels in the liquor distributing business. So for Recon tonight, my daughter Sam is gonna walk through that door in a minute. I asked her to sit at the bar, and let's see what happens.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Welcome to Liquid.
Sam knows me. She knows what I'm looking for.
Yes, she does.
Could you say Jack? Any soda?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
That'll be $7.
Wow, so she's paying $7 for Jack and Cola. That's an expensive cocktail.
There you go, babe. You're welcome.
Wouldn't a Jack and Cola be 3 parts Cola to 1 part Jack?
To be balanced, absolutely.
Oh! Look at the look on her face. How do you blow a Jack and Cola?
Can I have a couple more limes too?
Trying to dilute it a bit so it's palatable.
She's chasing flies away from her lines. What, did he bring food in from the outside?
Yeah, he just walked in with that bag.
But would you let them bring food in if the kitchen was open?
No, why would we do that? Why would I work against myself?
Look at Rob standing there watching them do this, with his arms crossed. Who's running this place?
It's a good question.
Do you guys have a menu?
Menu?
Yeah.
Thank you. Some of it. You go to the window, order up there, he'll tell you what he's got.
I'm not sure I can let her eat there.
So you can't even find the guy to place an order.
Look at how she stands in the window looking in that disgusting kitchen.
Can I do a shrimp kebab? Yeah, we'll do that.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, what is that?
He's skewering
my
some
gosh.
shrimp. Do you think that shrimp is fresh?
That's raw. And then he's touching everything.
Oh, now he has shrimp juice all over the handle. Look at this. What the hell is that? Is that even clean?
I would not eat that.
This bar is freaking disgusting. There's fruit flies flying around. Sam, she has to put napkins over a freaking glass. Can we serve these cocktails, Rob?
Absolutely not.
Can we serve that food?
John, you cannot let her eat that. She's gonna be sick.
So we have dirty surface. There's filth freaking everywhere. Let's stop this, guys, before somebody gets sick. You want to hit the kitchen? Hit the bar? Okay. Jon Taffer.
Welcome. Rob McCarthy.
Nice to meet you, Rob.
Nice to meet you.
Come with me for a second. Can you give me the fruit, please, from under the bar? Look at these guys. Did you see the color? Do you want to serve? You want to serve that?
No, sir.
Do you want to eat that?
Yeah, no.
How many fruit flies have you gotten like this tonight?
That's good.
All night long, correct?
Yeah.
How about these olives? Oh, Rob, feel the slime in this.
You know, olives are put in formaldehyde for the most part to kind of keep them going for a long time. They smell like egg, which means the formaldehyde is turned.
So let's dump these over here because now I know the bar will get clean. Right, guys? How about this one? Is that fresh?
It's cut tonight.
That's not cut
That
tonight.
isn't cut tonight.
Only some of them were cut tonight.
So gotcha! Old fruit! Look at this, guys! Look at it!
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Hi, this is Jon Taffer. Click here to subscribe to Paramount Network on YouTube for more Bar Rescue.